Okay, hello everybody. Thank you for joining us here today for the VoIP Supply and Telinta joint webinar here for the ITSPs. I'm Joe Shanahan from VoIP Supply, and we're going to have Anthony from Telinta on the line here in a few minutes as well to talk about their offering and how all the resellers can take advantage of that in regards to cloud-based software switching solutions, integrated switching, billing, customer management, the white label solutions, things like that. I won't steal too much of Anthony's thunder though, so I'll leave that for him when he comes on here in a few minutes. But thank you again from VoIP Supply. And just as we're going through the webinar, we want to make sure everybody can hear, first of all, and that it's clear. On the bottom right of your screen, you're going to see a button for Q&A. So if you could ask any questions that you have as they come up, just use that Q&A feature. We will answer them at the end of the webinar, get through as many as we can. So yeah, please use that Q&A feature. There is no chat feature on this webinar, but the Q&A will be there so you can send in any questions that you might have. A little bit about VoIP Supply. We have been in business here since 2002. For those of you that aren't familiar with us, we definitely had cut our teeth with hardware sales. We do hardware provisioning for over 60 manufacturers, thousands and thousands of products, and the ability to provision for you as the reseller or the service provider and ship directly to your customers. We also have our VoIP rental program, which is kind of a newer program for us, taking advantage of the device as a service option where customers can pay monthly for their phones right through you as the service provider. We have our CloudSpan Marketplace, which is something that both end users and resellers can take advantage of. The end users can go in and shop for various providers, get different information, pull down things like that about each different provider, and we can help find the best provider for their needs. For resellers, it helps them build up their monthly recurring revenue and, of course, receive discounts on hardware and provisioning through VoIP Supply. Our fulfillment service, that's something that's been growing rapidly here in the last few months, where we provision and perform professional services for different service providers throughout the country. The service providers don't have to touch the equipment. We provision it all here in-house, ship it out, basically plug and play, ready to go out to the customers. Lastly, our refresh and reclaim program. That's where we deal with refurbished equipment. We buy used equipment, so if your customers are looking to get some money back for the assets that they are swapping out, we can sometimes buy that equipment back from them. And for customers that are looking to save some money on equipment, we can also sell them refurbished equipment, which we call refresh. And that goes through a 10-step process. It comes with a warranty, all things like that. So they're like new, and we make sure that nothing goes out that would be too dinged up or scratched up or look like it was used before. So that's a very popular program here as well. For our resellers, you can have access to our reseller portal. You do need to be logged into your account and have access on the back end to this portal, but that's very easy to do. So once you're in there, you will find marketing materials that you can use for drip campaigns, sample templates to send out, news, promotions from any of the vendors that are currently going on, spiffs that are available from the vendors, anything like that. So as you see it scrolling through there, that is something that we can set you up with. But again, you do have to be logged into your account on VoIP Supply so that anybody can't just go in there. We definitely say that just for our reseller and service provider customers. A little bit about the reseller advantage through VoIP Supply. You can earn, like we said, the high monthly residuals. We get equipment discounts, really the best in the industry. VoIP Supply, like I said, has been at it since about 2002. We are one of the largest VoIP resellers in the country. So we have great buying power. We can give great discounts to our resellers, help your bottom line, help you win customers, and things like that. Another thing about VoIP Supply, we do have a lot of experience here. Myself, I've been here since about 2005, so going on 14 years, and many of my colleagues have been here that long as well. So combined experience of 50 plus years, it says there, that's probably even a little bit low. We've got a lot of experience here at VoIP Supply. So we're here to help you as the reseller grow your business, strengthen your position in the marketplace, win more customers, and we're always just a phone call away to help with any of that. And that's what we do on a daily basis here. So becoming a partner at VoIP Supply, again, you get exclusive pricing, support, both pre-sale and post-sale, consulting, solution design. If there's an aspect of the project, you're not sure what equipment might be needed or what's the best practices around the industry, we can definitely help with that, again, through our dedicated experts that have been here for many, many years. You'll see a picture there of my lovely mug with my contact information there. We'll put that up again at the end. So, you want to make note of that. You can reach out to me at any time, and by email or phone, and we look forward to talking with you after this webinar. We did want to put up some phones here from Fanville. Fanville is a brand that's very solid with Telinta as far as using their platform, as well as many of the other manufacturers as well. Fanville is a model or a manufacturer that's really come on strong in the industry lately. The pricing is amazing on these models, and actually there's a couple of new models coming out that aren't on this sheet as well. These are the ones that are available now, but Fanville has in development some exciting new phones that will be coming out here, I'd say, in the short term over the next month or two. And, Fanville works very well with Telinta, and as well as, the other manufacturers. But Fanville is one that's really come on lately, and, we can definitely offer you great pricing and support on that, and it is fully supported with the Telinta platform. Just a couple things, some upcoming events that we have. We at VoIP Supply do a monthly webinar for our resellers, fourth Thursday of every month. So that's something in the future, if you're interested in finding out, new information on product releases, changes like that in the industry, any promotions that are going on, and just general tips to help with sales and closing more business with your customers. We do run that monthly webinar here through VoIP Supply. Also, we will be at the Channel Partners Conference in Las Vegas, which is coming up later this spring, which will be in April, and we will be exhibiting there as well. Hope to see a lot of you there and meet face to face, and again, talk about more how VoIP Supply can help you with customers, increase your MMR and things like that, or MRR, monthly recurring revenue, as you move forward. Again, the question and answer, we'll do that at the end, but you'll see my contact info on this slide, as well as Anthony from Telinta. And if you want to make note of that as we're going along here, I'll give you a chance to write those down. But we'll send those out to you as well when we're finished. And these would be the point of contacts, myself for VoIP Supply, and Anthony over there at Telinta. So with that, I will let Anthony start here. And just again, a reminder about the Q&A. If you use the button down on the bottom right-hand side of your screen, you can send those questions in any time throughout the webinar, and we will get through as many of them as we can at the end. So at this point, I am going to let Anthony get started. I'm going to take my screen off of here, and we will let Anthony hop in and take it from here.
Thank you, Joe. And I appreciate all of our attendees for spending their time with us here today. We have attendees from all over the world, and again, I very much appreciate your time. My name is Anthony Stiso, Vice President of Marketing and Sales for Telinta, and we're going to talk about hosted switching and billing solutions for VoIP service providers. Just a little bit of background about our company. Telinta was founded in 2002, and we're one of the companies that actually pioneered the concept of a hosted soft switch. These things were not as well developed as they are today back then, so we were one of the industry's first. And basically, we provide partition soft switch for hundreds of VoIP service providers and their resellers all over the world. We call our platform Telecore, and it basically combines industry-leading switching and billing solutions together with our own custom development. So over the years, we've listened to our customers, we've learned from what they need, and we've created custom-developed solutions. We've also integrated through APIs and business relationships, we've integrated a complete ecosystem of partners that help you run a successful VoIP business. And we're the world's largest hosted soft switch of its type anywhere in the world. Our main facilities are hosted outside of New York City, but we have additional facilities across the country and around the world. Our business model is that we sell to VoIP service providers, ITSPs, Internet Telephony Service Providers, and only service providers. So you'll never compete against us in the marketplace with your end users or with enterprise customers because we only sell to service providers. All of our solutions are completely white label so that you and your resellers can market under your own brand. It's your name, your domain name, your logo. Another thing that sets us apart is we let you bring your own VoIP termination carriers and DID providers. And this really lets you run your business the way you need to do it in terms of price, quality, vendors you know that are reliable, who perform well in the markets you want to do business. It's a big differentiator in the marketplace. And not just for termination and DID providers, but also for other things like taxation solutions. If you're in the U.S., you may need to deal with E911 providers. And we bring them together through our platform through APIs. We also provide comprehensive training to get you started and 24/7 live technical support. And we hear really good feedback from our customers about training and technical support. So whether your business is already established and in operations, or if it's brand new and you're just starting out, our training and technical support can help you. This is a very simple representation of an internet telephony service provider business. And again, your business is the center of it all. You use your own DID providers, you use your own termination providers, your DID providers give you local phone numbers in the markets you want to do business, and they originate your traffic from the PSTN. Your termination providers carry the calls back to the PSTN to be delivered to their final destination. Our switching and billing platform also gives you resources so that your customers can have brandable end-user portals in any language you need. We also have resources for your resellers so that you can very easily control what they do, set your own prices, and market under your own brand. And the place where this comes together is our platform. But there's much more to it than that. We realize that running a successful VoIP business means that you need to put together a wide variety of products and services into a cohesive offer that you bring to the marketplace. And we provide you with the technology to do that. Something very important if you deal with IP phones, which is something that you'll need to do if you offer services to businesses or hosted PBX. auto provisioning profiles, cloud-based tools that help you deploy as many phones as you need. APIs to SMS providers for things like password notifications. Mobile top-up, fast-growing part of the business where the same type of customers who might want to purchase VoIP services also want to recharge prepaid balances on cell phones around the world. MVNO services and mobile soft phones. Mobile soft phones can be a standalone business, or it can be integrated with, say, Hosted PBX, so that now you have a mobile extension on the PBX service that you offer. We offer a wide variety of solutions for VoIP service providers. Obviously, not all of these will fit your business model, but knowing that all of them are available with one single relationship to a Softswitch provider is very important to your business. And this is where your competitive differentiation comes in. So if your competitor has a mobile soft phone or has a conferencing solution and you don't, then your business is disadvantaged. So with Telinta, you have access to all of our solutions. And again, everything we do is white label, and our platform is carrier grade. We support service providers all over the world, and it's extremely dependable and reliable. Even in disasters like the New York City blackout, Hurricane Sandy, Hurricane Irma, we had zero downtime. One of the fastest and most attractive parts of this business is Hosted PBX. And let's take a closer look. To offer a successful Hosted PBX solution, we provide you with a wide variety of features and capabilities. These are just a few that I listed here, but dial by name directory is very attractive to companies. Things like auto attendant and virtual receptionist, where you press 1 for sales, 2 for support. These are things that help your customers look very professional. It helps a small business customer look like a larger business. So you actually provide them with capabilities that help them sell their services. Things like hunt groups and call queues to help route traffic, integration with voicemail to email, fax to email, customizable music on hold, customizable IVR. We have standard prompts that you can use, but you can also record and upload your own in any language or any style that you need. But one of the most interesting parts of this chart is the IP phone profiles to streamline your provisioning. So it starts with, we've developed auto provisioning profiles for about 200 different model phones and IP endpoints that are there for you to use to streamline provisioning. The way it works is all your configurations are done through an administrative web-based portal. You enter the phone's MAC address, phone numbers, other details. You build your phone inventory using this portal. And what makes this different from some of the other things you may have seen is this is the same portal that you use to run other parts of your business, to configure your billing, your pricing, render invoices, control your routing, add vendors. So this gives you everything all under one roof. Some of the devices that we support, obviously popular IP phone models, basic models, more sophisticated models. Our platform is codec neutral, so you can easily provide video-capable phones. As long as both endpoints can negotiate a common codec, there's no problem using them on our platform. We have profiles for cordless IP phones. If your customer does not want to use an IP phone, they want to retain their analog phones, you can use ATAs and the ATA actually is what's provisioned by the auto provisioning profile, and things like door units and other IP devices. When these things are connected to an IP network at the customer's premise, they reach out to our platform and they download an auto provisioning profile that's ready to go. So this means you don't need to send an installer, you don't need to configure phones manually. And the way they reach out to our platform is because VoIP Supply can, when you purchase phones from them, they can preload the phones with the redirect address, the provisioning string that tells that phone where to reach out to download a configuration profile. So this is the perfect synergy between VoIP Supply and Telinta. And the end result, your business has fast, error-free, automated configuration of IP devices. You can easily provision phones. Not just provision them, but you can upgrade firmware. You can do maintenance features. You can activate and deactivate features as well. And these are just some of the companies that we have profiles for. We partner with many of these companies, and it's ready to go. Some other things that we provide to our customers using the power of our cloud-based Softswitch platform, customizable portals. So your resellers can have portals specially for their business, for their distributors, for their agents. You can create portals for end users so that end users can go in and they can review their call detail in real time. They can do simple functions. If you allow them to, they can do simple functions like add an extension or configure something about their service. They can make payments to you. And again, all these things are brandable and available in any language you need. Payment options, we provide you with access to dozens of different credit card processors that can handle credit cards and debit cards. We have a very unique PayPal plugin that lets you accept PayPal. And of course, some businesses like to run on cash, and you can do that too with our platform. Because we have integrated billing, this is definitely a unique feature, and it's important to your business. When your billing and switching is integrated, everything just runs much more smoothly. We hear some horror stories from people who need to integrate one billing system with a switching system, and it's just very difficult. What we offer is an integrated solution with switching and billing where everything just works automatically. The billing is totally within your control. You can design your own invoices. You set your own prices. You can come up with your own discount plans, promotions, subscription fees. You can do business on a prepaid basis, a postpaid basis. It's really, it's in your own control. And then integration. You saw a wide variety of solutions, and all of those can be integrated and bundled. Probably the most, if you're interested in Hosted PBX, which I'm going to guess most of our audience is, the mobile soft phone is a very good addition to that. A lot of what we talked about today is technology, and any technology business relies on technology, but your business needs more than that. Your business needs people who can train you when you first get started, who can support you 24/7, 365, every day of the year, around the clock when you have questions or problems. And no solution is ever off the rack. We have software developers who are experts in this field, and they can customize a solution for you. If what we have doesn't exactly meet your needs, we'd love to talk with you about it. And you can talk with us at ITW, which is a large international telecom event. There's thousands of telecom professionals from all over the world discussing voice over IP and other industry issues. This year we'll be in Atlanta, and if you're there, please stop by and visit us. Thank you very much. And let's open it up for questions.
All right, great, Anthony. I think this one would be for you. It's Frank from Dallas, Texas, asks, do you charge per seat or per extension?
That's a very good question, and the answer is we don't charge for seats or extensions. We charge you only per minute of use for outbound calls that actually hit the PSTN. So inbound calls, free. On-net calls from one of your users to another one of your users, that's free. And there's no charges for seat, there's no charges per extension, it's just minutes of use. So this way, your pricing is extremely scalable, so that as your business grows, we provide you with volume discounts so that your actual overall cost per minute drops as your business grows. It's very attractive, especially if you're interested in working with resellers. Very attractive business model.
Okay, great. Good answer. Another one here from Mario in Orlando, Florida, asks, how does the mobile soft phone work, and can it be configured in both English and Spanish?
Another good question. Our mobile soft phone is extremely popular. We offer two versions. One is a generic brand, and the other is a brandable application where it's your own company name and logo, your own icon appears in the app stores, and the way it works is your customer would go to the app store, they would download an application called Mobyx, M-O-B-Y-X, and when they download it to their device, either Android or Apple devices, they can configure it easily by entering their credentials, or they can just use a QR code and the phone automatically provisions itself. And from there, they just make calls using your service.
Excellent.
And the second question,
the
second part of the question, he asked if it was available in Spanish. Yeah, the end user can configure the application in a wide variety of languages. I think there's 15 or 20 different languages that they can use, and Spanish is one of them. And your end user makes that choice at the device. Our platform lets you use portals in multiple languages, so that if he goes online to review his call detail or to make a payment or to make a change about his account, you can provide that portal in just about any language you need.
Okay, excellent. Let me see, another one here from Amanda in London is asking, how much does voicemail cost?
That's an easy one to answer because voicemail, we provide voicemail free. It's at no charge. So when you use our platform, there's a number of capabilities that are included as a standard part of the service, and voicemail is one of them. So it doesn't cost anything extra to provide voicemail to your customers. However,
okay.
of your pricing, so if you want to charge your customer additional for voicemail, you can do that, but we don't charge you additional.
Okay, great. Another one here. This came in all the way from Dubai, and they're asking, do you support VPN?
We do. We have a VPN solution that it's probably very popular in places like Dubai. It lets you use IP phones that are VPN compatible. And you mentioned Fanville earlier. Actually, we get some good feedback from Fanville users that because they make devices that are VPN compatible, and you can use that with our VPN solution.
Okay. Now, another question here is, do you offer call recording? And if so, how much does it cost?
We offer call recording. This is also of interest to companies who provide hosted PBX service. With the standard service, it includes up to 30 gigabits of storage at no extra charge. And again, if you'd like to add more, there's a very small charge that you can add in 10 gigabit increments. And we also make it very easy to, if you wanted to offload some of the recordings to external storage like Google or AWS, it's very easy to do that as well.
Okay. I have a follow-up on the costs. Does the billing include tax calculations?
We have APIs to 2 different partners who provide tax calculations. You can open an account with Avalara or CCH SureTax to use them to calculate your taxation on our platform.
Okay. Another question here is, how do you handle provisioning when a manufacturer comes out with a new model of phone?
We get that request a lot, and as I mentioned, we already provide provisioning profiles for many popular IP phones, but if there's a particular model that is just released and you would like to use it, we'd love to take a look at it. Odds are we can develop a profile for that. It's something that we've done many times in the past.
Okay, great. Here's one more of a VoIP Supply related question. It's asking, are there minimal sales goals to join the VoIP Supply Partner Program? And I'll field that one. The answer to that is no, there are no minimums, requirements to join the VoIP Supply Partner Program. So anybody can join, no minimums, and we'll take it from there, and hopefully there won't be questions about minimums because you won't have to worry about that. There'll be plenty of business to go around. But to answer the question, there are no minimums. Someone else asked, what other brands does VoIP Supply sell? Like I said earlier, VoIP Supply has over 60 manufacturers that we sell in various types of products. Just to kind of, I guess, focus on the phone manufacturers that we sell. In regards to Telinta would be Polycom, Yealink, Fanville, Sanam, Grandstream, really all of the major players, Cisco, really all the major players in the IP phone space. VoIP Supply does carry and has reseller programs really for all of those. And another question is, why should we do provisioning with VoIP Supply? Well, VoIP Supply has really a long history with provisioning and some of the major service providers across the U.S. So we do have that experience. We can scale. We can, really handle any different type of provisioning, whether it's just putting in a string or full provisioning of an entire PBX system, really. We can do any of that. So we've got a lot of in-house engineers here that are very well-versed in provisioning, how it's done, how to do it well, how to test, how to make test calls, make sure everything is working properly before it gets reboxed and sent back out to the customer. And really, a lot of people like to use that as far as service providers because they never have to touch the phones. We ship them right to the customer. They're plug and play. They're set up. And it's very, very painless, very easy for both the customer and the service provider. We take all of that off on ourselves. Let me see here. I guess we're getting kind of low on time here. There were quite a few more questions. I don't think we're going to be able to get to all of them, unfortunately. But like we said earlier, Anthony and I will go through all of these questions that we've left open here, and we will get answers out to everybody that has submitted some questions. And there's been some great questions through here. We just don't have time to get to all of them. Anthony, anything else at this point that you would like to add before we kind of wind it down?
No, I think that says it all, but we'd love to talk with each and every attendee more and hear more about their business needs, you can find us at www.telinta, Telinta.com.
Great, absolutely. Same here with VoIP Supply. You know, some of you obviously are VoIP Supply customers already, so you have our information. If not, we had it up there earlier in the screen, earlier in the presentation. So Joe Shanahan, that's me here at VoIP Supply. Since I don't have that slide up at the moment, but even an easier email address for me is just Joe, J-O-E, @VoIPSupply.com. And of course, you can go to our website, find our phone number there, and give us a call anytime. Just ask for me. But with that, I guess we can wind it down. And again, thank you all for joining us here today. Hopefully it was informative for everybody. It's a very exciting platform. We're excited about the partnership with Telinta here with VoIP Supply. You know, we're ready to do whatever it takes to help all the resellers gain more customers, close business, and utilize as many of our services as really would be to your advantage. So with that, we will close it down. And again, thank you. And, you know, again, if you ask a question and you didn't get an answer, you know, don't worry. We will be getting those out to you here in the next day or two and get every single one of those questions answered. All right. Have a good day, everybody. Thank you, Anthony.
Thank you.